What's this?
Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of Balrum. This is episode 2, folks, and I'm going to misclick and accidentally mine away some stuff there. That is totally okay. As you guys can tell, I'm a little bit more unrested here. Less hydrated and less fed than normal. I've added the rest, hydrate, feed button, or food button, I suppose. I also added my pet's health down here to the bottom right. I figured that would be okay and be out of the way, and I readdressed this a little bit, guys and gals. There is some maneuverability and whatnot, but yeah, everything's looking pretty good now. We have more information on the screen, and I am a pretty big fan of that. So what are we going to do today? We are going to go around and we are going to loot various things, and we are going to be happy about looting these various things. Additionally, I do have other plans, and those other plans pretty much consist of me maybe building my house today. Just a small house to start with, but eventually we can always add to it. So what I think I'll do for the house when I do finally decide to go and build it is I will probably start off with like a small entryway area, and then from there I will eventually expand out the rest of the house. So that's going to be the plan, the goal, the hope, the dream. Some various things that we just gathered there. There's some stuff over here for us to have. And apparently, no, don't come in here, Thurza. You don't want to see me robbing you. I can assure you of this. Alright, well, Thurza's here. Let's talk to Thurza, see what she has to say. Thurza is a beautiful woman who has a horrible alcoholic husband. I don't know why she is with him. Lately, she seems to be more anxious than usual. Do you know anything about the packs, Thurza? Terrible things are happening. I heard a child's cry, and when I ran out, I saw the flames. I ran for help as fast as I could. They disappeared, not even a corpse. After the smoke faded away, I entered the remains of their home. I haven't told anyone yet, but I found something. What have you found, Thurza? Why haven't you showed it to anyone? My husband is out on a hunt. I will show him what I found before I show anyone else. He would be really mad if I showed it to someone before him. But the lives of the packs might be in danger. If you found something, you must show it to me. But Robert will be mad. You have to understand that time is of the essence now. Please, Thurza. It's really heavy. There is writing on it, but I can't read it. I think it was written in an ancient language. If it helps, you can have it. Please don't tell my husband that I gave it to you. What can this be? I will show it to my grandfather. He might know more. I won't tell anyone that you found this. I hope this will help us find them. I hope so, too. Well, thank you, Thurza. You are a boss S, so to speak. Alright, well, we are going to continue our pilfering and looting ways. Including, but not limited to, stealing the very... Ooh, we got a dagger of some sort there. The very ashes and fiery thingies, the wood that pretty much fuels your fire there. So I am okay with that. I don't know how to pick locks. What? I am not a full-on thief yet? That's not cool. Alright, well, let's head on over here. There's apparently a burned-down hacienda over there, or house, if you will. We are a little light on the food and a little light on the water thing. I don't know what that is. I'm going to go looking for another beehive, and then we're going to probably end up having to go back home and rest. So that's my plan right now. By the way, folks, we do have a map. It's somewhat bare bones, but you can kind of understand what's going on. You can kind of see what's happening, what the deal is. So if I wander off into the woods, I'm going to have to assume that at some point, somewhere along the way, I will find another beehive that I can loot, and then get the bees, and then go turn it in. That's the one that we looted in the previous episode, in episode 1. I'm really looking forward to playing this game, guys. I've been jonesing to do it all weekend. I just really hadn't had the time to actually do some recording. I was going to try to yesterday. It fell through the cracks. Anyway, long story short, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm eager. And well, like I said, I've been waiting to do this, and I've been eagerly anticipating Balrum. So, it is time, folks. It is time. Alright, well, I assume if we, like I said, if we head into the forest, we would find a beehive. And apparently I'm chopping down some sort of tree instead of looting the berry bush that I was hoping to get. So we'll head on over here. We will grab that. We'll grab the fruit or whatever it is that's on that tree. And I think those bees, yes, that makes 10. So now we have the 10 that we need to turn into the old couple in their 80s. And apparently there is a fawn here that must die through fire magicry. Demagoguery, or demagoguery, rather. Sorry. I'm confusing one of my subscribers with a word that is, yeah, anyway. Moving right along, we're going to come on over here, and I think we're actually right by our house. I think that's Grandpa's house right there. So that being said, we're going to head on down here. There's Edmund and Winnie. Let's go visit them and be like, hey, guess what, guys? We got to use the bees you needs. That's right, we're sort of the bee's knees, as they say. Alright, Winnie. Here are the bees. We will introduce them to their new home right away. Thank you for your help, my son. I'm glad I could help. Alright, we just got 230 experience for that. Very nice. Alright, well, we are pretty fatwagged and everything else. I am going to go feast upon, not the flesh of humans, sorry. No, I'm going to feast upon whatever random fruits and various things we have in our inventory, and I am going to drink from the well. I am going to drink deep of this well, and then I'm going to go in here and go to the foods section. I'm going to gobble up a piece of bread here. A hunko bread is gathered. Our water sack is there. Can hold enough water for 1 day. We have a ripe potato. I'm trying to think. What would be... Oh, we have almost ripe corn. I guess we can eat some of that. There we go. Alright, full belly, but we didn't overeat. If we overeat, I believe we throw up. Someone told me that. And I believe them. Alright, we're going to go take a nap, and then we're going to go build a house. That's going to be the play, but Edmund's in my way right now. Come on, buddy, get out of my way. Alright, I also think we can probably talk to Grandpa about some things. Maybe we'll do that before we go to sleep. And I wanted to actually take the time to read the notes. Alright, apparently we have a map of the Darkwood, and that we already know about. Oh, I don't want to enter a description. I'm sorry. I don't want to close my inventory either. Alright, I draw the layout of a new area on these papers, but we don't have a new area because we already have that. Time we spent together. I often found myself thinking of the time we spent together when we were young. Do you remember the time we found a giant beetle and you were so scared that you ran home? I'm looking forward to your next letter, Edith. Okay, creepy. Apparently we got a forget crime scroll. You learn a new spell if you read it. Each learned forgotten crime spell is only usable once. Okay, well I guess I've just learned that. I don't really know what that means exactly, but that's fine. And then this one is very shadowy. Alright, I guess we get to like clean this up, rub the soot off of it. The two mighty adventurers, although Dudley is not so mighty, are treasures so far, which we collected when exploring the ruins. A strange ring, I have been wearing it since. Okay, fair enough. An old coin. A short sword in great condition. I carry it on odd weeks, and Dudley carries it on even weeks. And a weird-looking potion with a larva in it. We hid this one near our house between the rocks, so Grandpa won't find it. Alright, so be it. This is my bed. Yeah, we're going to go take a nap here, guys. We're going to sleep until morning. And that should make us well-rested. I believe we are well-rested. Yep, we are totally dehydrated, though. Apparently, sleeping makes us, like, completely dehydrated. Alright, so we shall hydrate ourselves up, and then we shall feast once again. And we'll go over here, and I suppose... honeycomb doesn't seem to be that useful. This restores health. This will... Oh, it's baked deer meat. I wonder when we baked it. That's weird. Well, I'll eat 2 of those, and we now have a full belly. We have a full watered belly as well. Alright, so let's go take a gander at building our house. So we have the safe place rune. We have Grandpa's lucky trinket. Both of these are usable. So we're going to use this one right now, and it's going to teleport us to our safe place. To access the building panel, press the B button, or click on the building button in the lower left-hand corner. So, welcome to our place. Here, you will be safe. We're going to actually go read about how we're going to be safe. Alright, if you're reading this and you are in danger, make this place your home. Here you will be safe. This forest is hidden from every power in the world. Only speak to whom you trust about this place. So there we go. Alright, well, I think I'm going to build my little house right in this general area. I'll start it like here. And it's just going to be small. And then I'm going to probably like quarantine it off, build maybe another door back here, and then maybe I'll put a bed in here, which I'll remove later. I don't know, guys. I haven't really decided exactly yet, but from what I do recall, the building stuff doesn't match up 100% the way you would want it to, so just be aware of that. So we're going to go 7 wide. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I guess 7. Actually, we're going to end up probably going 8 wide. And we'll go back. What's that? 5, 1, 2, Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's probably okay. Maybe we'll go back 6. You basically... Oh, sorry guys. We have to actually loot all this stuff too. What you basically need to do is overdo it just a little bit because it doesn't line up 100%. I'm not sure exactly why, but once you have the walls up, it won't matter because you won't see it anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. Sorry guys, I'm having movement issues here. There we go. There we go. Alright, we'll go back to the build menu. We were using this lovely floor pattern. And be careful guys, you can click on the same spot multiple times and it will continue to use your resources. Your resources are down here, what exactly you are required to build the item you're building, so be aware of that. Right now we're using quite a bit of wood. But, again, slowly but surely we shall get this built. Alright, so I built my foundation. That is the start. We're going to go to the next tile. We're going to go with walls. And what I'm going to want is to start with this. Okay, so this is going to be here. Okay, so that's going to be the end wall. That'll go there. That'll go there. I think that's how I want to do it. Then we're going to put another wall. Not that wall. Not that wall. We're going to put a wall here, a wall there, a wall there, and a wall there. And then we're going to go for the corners. And the corners are down here. You can scroll your mouse to actually scroll down, guys and gals. That obviously was what I was doing. That is not the right corner. Where is the correct corner? There it is. And there. So if you guys are wondering now how this all actually lines up, this will only go on this side, and this will fill in the gap that we are missing here. However, that is not our only problem. Our other problem is this side, which won't fill up either. That's why we overshot one this way. This side, see how it leaves the gap and it would just build on the other side? That's not really, you don't want that, obviously. That is not the play, as they say. So what we're going to do is that. Then this is for the bottom here. And we're going to go along this. And we're going to fill it all in nice and shiny like. There it is. And we won't see much of that. In fact, this last piece we can probably remove. Remove the corner wall there. There we go. We got that. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the corner that I just removed because I'm a noob. I'm going to re-add that in. And like I said, you won't see a lot of this stuff once the walls are up, so it doesn't matter. But still, it's a little frustrating. It's a little frustrating to have to deal with this kind of stuff. Alright, I think we're going to go with the double window there. Like the same situation. I don't know, guys. I like symmetry if I can get it. So there you have it. All right, let's get the remaining corners in here, if we could. This first thing is just going to be kind of like it's going to be like a loft, I guess you could say. I may have yeah, I overshot this just a little bit. Okay. So that being said, there we go. And there we go. Alright, next up, no more corner pieces for right now. We're going to put in the windows on the side panel here. I'm going to go with the shiny glass windows here. 1 and 2 and 3. What's wrong with this? There's something wrong here. What is this rubble? I apologize, folks. I don't know if that's because I did something stupid or if that was just there and it's not going to let me actually build on that. It'd be pretty frustrating if it doesn't let me build there. Oh, there it goes. It went down that time. I don't know what happened. Whatever. I won't complain too much about it. I will complain a lot. No, it's fine, folks. It is fine. Well, and the back is going to be... I'm just going to do a straight wall all the way across because eventually we're going to add to the house. That's the plan. And we need a door. The doors are actually pretty far away. I think there they are. Alright, so we need to add the door, and there's the door, and then what we can do is open the door. We can walk out here. I'm going to leave these boxes and barrels and various things just laying here for now. It's going to be okay, I hope. And eventually I will build a room around them to use them. But if you right-click to remove them, they disappear. I don't think you get the resources back. I was noticing when I was playing around earlier, I was just trying to see how the building worked. And I found that, you know, as I just said, when you remove stuff, you don't actually get the resources back when you remove it. So that's pretty poopy. That is pretty poopy. Still, all that being said, lots of crafting tables and decorations that we can get. Miscellaneous stuff. I don't know what the wood pile would be for. But apparently we had just enough wood to do what we were doing, which I think is actually kind of funny. And it worked. However, we don't have enough wood to build our house now. Or, sorry, our bed. So what we're going to have to do is go and chop down a tree, which is going to be fine. Now, I realize that this might not be the most exciting thing, or it might be very exciting. I don't know. You guys may be really, really, really into the crafting part of this, and that's cool. I'm glad if you guys are. But if you're not, bear with me. I'll try not to do this every episode or ever even waste an entire episode doing this. So you should still be okay. That being said, we're going to place our bed right there. And now if we needed to sleep, we can actually sleep here as well. So we have access to our own cabin in the secret hidden woods of doom. Or, I don't know if it's secret, hidden, and doomy, but it's there, and our house exists, and we're pretty happy with that. Apparently, we don't care about rain or anything of that nature because we just, you know, we have no roofs to go over our houses. It's fine. Alright, I don't know how far out we can go to deal with all of this stuff, like, and I don't know, oh gosh, apparently we don't go that far out because that's a level 10 wisp that will kill us. I was wondering what the shiny thing was. I saw it there. I'm like, hey, we should go and pet the shiny thing. See if we can capture it or something. Nope, the answer is absolutely not. There seems to be a lot of rock here that we can mine. Is that a rock or a mushroom? That's a rock mushroom, apparently. It's a little bit weird, I'm not going to lie. But I will grab the rock mushroom because why not? There's also some bees over here. I'm going to leave a lot of this stuff alone for now, guys. Alright, I'm going to teleport back. I think this will return us. I'm not sure, though. Yep, it did. I wasn't 100% certain, but I thought that it would return us. And so it did. Alright. All that being said, let's go take a peek over here in this dirt pile. And we still have quite a bit of stuff to do. I think we still need to talk to good old Grandpa, and we will very shortly. Got ourselves a couple broken bones and a frog poison sack. That just sounds lovely. And let's go talk to good old Grandpa. Can we destroy this stuff? No, probably not yet. Alright. Grandpa, what's up, buddy? I need your help, Grandpa. Calm down, son. What can I help you with? Thurza found a stone tablet, or I have found a stone tablet at the Pack's house. I guess we could technically tell him. No, we'll just say that. A stone tablet? Put it on the table, son. I've never seen anything like it. What can it be? Can you read the writing on it? Interesting. It looks like the fire didn't damage the stone tablet at all, as if someone had put it in the debris on purpose after the fire. It is an ancient stone tablet, but the writing on it is fresh. Who or what made this? I might be able to read the text, but I will need time. And how did it end up in the Pack's house? I don't know. I hope you can read it, Grandpa. It might help us in finding the Packs. Give me some time, boy. Go to Brown. It is time for your alchemy lessons. Ask Brown if he knows anything about stone tablets. Alright. Well, there we go, folks. That's next up on the docket. That is our next objective or goal. And, I'll probably be swapping between certain zoom levels and such, guys, so be aware of that. Okay, some very interesting stuff. Do you need anything, Ida? I'm looking for work. Do you know about woodworking? I know a little. And you should be able to fix my fence. The fence has rotted away, and I need you to repair it for me. That fence keeps wild animals off my farm. And you know how important my farm is to the village. I've already asked Jones for help, but he told me that the fence is fine as it is. You will see. I need the fence fixed as soon as possible. I can give you nice, fresh, ripe vegetables if you help me. What do you say? I'll help you, Ida. If your farm is not protected properly, then our village is in jeopardy. You supply most of our vegetables. Thank you. Here, take these ripe carrots in advance. Ida owns the largest farm in the woods. People come to her for all kinds of vegetables. She always works on the farm and never seems tired. Alright, so the fence over here is definitely not fine. We need 2 wood, 2 pine wood, and 2 nails. And what do we have right now? We don't have much wood. We don't have much pine wood, but we do have some nails. So, what I guess we'll do... Oh, look, there's a beehive down over here, too. Nice. Guess we'll go and we'll loot the beehive, and maybe we'll chop down some trees. Get some rose hips along the way. Oh, there's a crystal over there, and all sorts of stuff. That is a splody barrel. You don't want to be near that. That will make you very, very sad. Sometimes it's good to zoom out just in case you see something terrible nearby that maybe you don't see when you're so zoomed in. It's usually a pretty good idea. I don't know if I want to touch the crystal or if something bad's going to happen when I do this, guys. My skill is too low. Okay, there's nothing to do there. We'll go over here and we'll touch the, we'll get the bag here. There's another note. Invisible herbs. That sounds interesting. Let's see what that's all about. Alright, invisible herbs. Come on. There we go. No wonder I haven't been able to find the herbs. What? Uh-oh, something's happening. I'm getting away from here. It's like Bartok and a forest spider dealing damage to one another. No wonder I haven't been able to find herbs. I was looking in the wrong place, or to be more specific, the wrong time. A number of plants are only visible at night. I think I'm going to lose a lot of sleep in the coming days. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I did not know that. We need to actually head into the forest proper and start chopping down some trees, I dare say. Well, that looks pretty interesting, too. I don't know. Do I want to chisel my way in to get to whatever that is? Maybe in time, but not right away. Let's go and pilfer some more stuff. There's some more flour. Oh, I just whistled for my dog. I'm sorry, guys. That was not the thing I was trying to do. But I will take your flour, and it will be delicious. I don't know if it'll be delicious, but it'll be fun. Alright, what do we get here? We got a couple of buckets of water. That's not bad. A whole bunch of stuff. Wow. I almost feel bad that we're just so loot happy. We have so many things right now, it's ridiculous. Alright, well, I guess we could chop down this tree. I mean, they don't need trees here, right? I realize it's kind of a village, and you shouldn't really be chopping down the trees next to people's houses, but I've heard it both ways. I have heard it both ways. Alright, we're going to get some more fruit. We are almost completely dehydrated at this point. I am going to use the water sack, and I am going to drink enough water to keep me going. And I am going to eat something. Rose hips actually heal us, which is not actually that bad of a thing. I think maybe we could throw those onto there. I'm hearing noises, very loud noises. We're going to eat some almost ripe corn and a couple of potatoes, I guess. And that should be enough to keep us going for now. Alright, so we see Edith Rise, or Riz. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. But that guy. We see that guy. Yeah, I think we're going to go into the forest. We're going to chop down some trees. We're going to harvest some wood. And then basically we'll come back after that. Hopefully we get some pine wood along with it. Stink root. That sounds wonderful. But we're kind of in the village proper at this point, guys and gals. And that means we're over this way a little bit more. So, there you have it. And we're back by the burnt house. Basically, we started over there. Now we're back over here. I'm probably going to head to... I kind of want to head north. But I guess we'll head northeast. We'll skip through. We kind of went this way to go looking for the bees. There's a random stone here. I don't know if we should harvest it or not. I'm going to go and refill up any water that we still need. Refilled a few things of water. And we are well hydrated now. Alright, so this is where we're going to start chopping down some trees. Hopefully getting ourselves some pine. I don't know if there's a specific pine tree that we need to go to. Or if the trees will just randomly have this. These bushes are making quite the blockade of me getting around. I am not a fan. I do not enjoy being blockaded. Wow, we're going to have to go all the way around, huh? Alright, well that's cool. Instead of doing that, how about we just chop down the trees that are within our general vicinity? There's another one of those high-level wisps that we don't want to deal with. There's a strange bush. Something was lit up there. We got 12 gold and some spider webs. Okay. I'll continue chopping down some trees here. Some more bees. More rose hips. I mean, oh, what did we get? We got ourselves some pine wood and we got a dragonfly. So good, we did get some pine wood. Excellent. So I'm assuming these skinnier trees are the pine trees. Oh wow, that tree, did you see that tree just magically respawn? What was that? Do they do that over time? Is that how it works? Oh, it is. Oh, okay, that's cool. I never actually witnessed that before. Like, the trees always seem to just be gone, so... Got a songbird egg out of that. Got a couple of eggs out of that, actually. Alright, I shall clear cut the forest, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Alright, so we have a lot of containers that have water in them in our inventory, so in reality we really shouldn't have to worry too much about running out of water at any, like, early time. Like, maybe later in the game, or if we're away for a long time from town or something. Yeah, sure, we could possibly, probably, potentially run out of water, but it's not really an immediate fear, I guess. Alright, well, we have a whole bunch of wood now. I don't know how much fencing that we're going to be able to do. I don't know. Oh, he's chopping down some dead tree over there. He's like, nope. How much pine do we have? 7. I want to get a little bit more pine if at all possible. It looks like there's a pine tree there. I'm going to see how far we're going to have to move to actually get to that. Let's go cut down the dead tree. The dead tree shall fall before me. I don't know if anything special comes out of the dead tree or what. Just regular wood, apparently. Well, it doesn't look like we're near any pine trees again this time around. Let's see. What if we get in a little bit deeper? That's probably a pine tree. What about that log on the ground? No? That's probably a pine right there as well. Yeah, we're getting some stuff. We got perfect pine wood. That's interesting. I don't know what the difference is, other than, obviously, it's perfection. Duh. There's another pine tree. So I guess the different leaf colors actually show too, like right here. These are all the certain green, and all the ones that aren't are probably the pine trees. So it is a little bit easier to differentiate than I thought it would be. Alright, we got some wood added there. Let's see if we can't chop down that tree, and it looks like we did. Alright, we're going to head on out of this area, and I guess we're going to head back down this way. It's going to kind of be the play. We've actually exhausted our food supplies here. So while we continue to roam down, we're going to eat a melon. Nom 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 up on the melon. Eat some potatoes. We are running out of food. We have some baked deer meat. When did that happen? Do we also get... Oh, we got some raw deer meat too. Can we cook deer meat? Do we know how to do that? Is that a thing that we can do? Because I'd be a pretty big fan of being able to actually cook some deer meat. We could definitely go get some venison, no problem. Oven. What if we just threw some... Yeah, we can just throw some... Oops. Oh, I just ate some raw deer meat. That's probably not good. I'm wondering if this is going to work. We gotta put some wood in there too. Alright, we'll try the bear meat first, I guess. We'll go over here and we'll see if we can't cook up a little bit here. And we'll see how long this takes. I don't know, guys and gals. But after we cook up the food, we'll probably break off the episode. In the next episode, we'll go and we'll repair the fence. And we'll see if we can't get it out and start doing some hunting. Oh, it's half-baked at this point. Keep going. It's half-baked. Oh, and it shows right down there at the bottom how long it's going to take to cook. That's nice. Alright, it's baked, and then I think if we go any further, it's going to become overcooked. So what we're going to do now is swap in the raw deer meat. I imagine if you keep cooking it, it'll probably end up being overcooked. We do have some dough. Can be created by combining. It's half-baked, and this should be perfectly baked right now. Then I imagine, like I said, if we let it go any longer, it will probably overcook. Alright, we can take our wood back, and we even have a couple of pieces of perfect pine, and apparently it modifies armor by 3. I don't believe we have any armor just yet, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to go down here. We're going to try to fix up her fence in the very next episode. Anyway, guys and gals, that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you had fun. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it. And I will see you guys again next time with another episode of Balrum. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.